y'all back in another video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's my post notification on button on. You got the final hours of Young Pappy.
I put both hands together as I pray for the first day. Praying to God I get to see another birthday. Cause shit is crazy, man. This shit I've been through lately, man. This shit I go through daily. It can't make me, but it can break me, man.
His headquarters joins us live with more on the of a rapper known as Young Pappy.
This shit's still crazy that he died to me, bro.
Tom, as you mentioned, he was a young rapper, local rapper who glorified gun violence and gang life, and now
Hey, why you have to say it like that?
He was gunned down on a sidewalk in the 4800 block of North Kenmore in the Uptown neighborhood early this morning. Police say he was shot twice in the back. Thomas was with a friend when a gunman walked up and started shooting.
He's killed 1 week after posting a video online in which he makes fun of a rival gang.
Folks got backdoored, point blank period, either by the police or by them niggas.
So the police go to your mother who's grieving over the of her son, and they said, we're glad that your son got killed.
Yeah, and they said we're gonna kill your other son too.
To her face.
To her face.
Who said that? I know the police didn't say that. I know for a fact they didn't say that.
Of her son, and they said, we're glad that your son got killed.
Yeah, and they said we're gonna kill.
To your mother who's grieving.
Point blank period, either by the police or by them niggas.
So the police go.
The police said that? No way, bro. That's crazy.
To your mother who's grieving over the of her son, and they said, we're glad that your son got killed.
Yeah, and they said we're gonna kill your other son too.
To her face.
To her face.
Lately, one way I've been able to help keep my mental health a priority has been through therapy using BetterHelp. After graduating college and now being a young adult.
May 29, 2015. The city of Chicago would suffer a terrible loss. It would be the day Jaquan Thomas, aka Young Pappy, was shot in cold blood. According to public records, it would be the third attempt on his life, and the one that finally took the breath of an extremely talented rapper. Being a member of PBG, aka the Pooh Bear Gang, he had built up a rivalry with enemies of opposing gangs that sought to snuff Young Pappy from the world. Pooh Bear Gang was created in honor of their fallen friend, Anton Pooh Bear Sanders, who was assassinated in January 2012. The first recorded incident that almost succeeded in taking Young Pappy's life occurred on Wednesday, February 5th.
Well, I'll say several gunshot wounds. They only got shot twice.
2014. According to the Chicago Tribune, police state that 4 teens were in the parking lot of the McDonald's at 6740 North Clark Street around 3:30 p.m. when there was an argument and then gunfire. Marquio Carr was struck in the head and succumbed to his injuries while 3 other teens were wounded. Police would swarm the crime scene, painting the area with blue lights. The injured included a girl who was shot several times, a man who was shot in the lower back, and another man with a gunshot wound to the arm. That person who was injured in the arm was Young Pappy, and he was said to be the intended target that led to the collateral damage of the others there. Surveillance footage would later be released showing what actually happened, debunking some of the details in the initial report, not of who was injured or shot, but how the events occurred that led to the shooting. Young
Oh, but see, what they got Jane on camera? Yeah, this ain't wild.
Pappy and his affiliates can be seen walking along the vicinity of McDonald's when the assailant walked behind, brandished a firearm, and began opening fire, sending everyone running. When the assassination attempt failed, it wouldn't be long before his rivals tried again to end Young Pappy's life. This time, taking another person, just as before, while Young Pappy escaped. It was July 2014 when Young Pappy was with a photographer by the name of Will Lewis around the 1300 block of West Devon Avenue. Reporters state that the alleged Vice Lord gang member by the name of Eric Vaughn and two persons drove by and spotted a rival gang member, who in this case was young Pappy. That is when Vaughn took a gun from the car's center console, handed it to them, and ordered them to shoot the rifle. Young Pappy escaped unharmed, but Will Lewis wasn't
Oh, it's really the sounds that's inside the background that's really getting me right now.
so fortunate. He was hit in the back and succumbed to his injuries. Eric Vaughn was found guilty of manslaughter. Young Pappy seemed to have luck on his side, but his luck would run out the following year. Young Pappy was basking in the rise of his music career.
All that stuff happened. Like, bro been ducking and ducking and ducking on them things.
As a promising rapper with talent, capturing the ear of the music industry. On May 22nd, 2015, he released one of the most notable tracks, Shooter, alongside featured artist Lil Sean.
One of the best songs he had.
As the title suggests, this song was riddled with terminologies of his escapades with the firearm. As it stands, the song has accumulated over 16 million views and has helped shape the drill genre of Chicago as one of the most highly regarded tracks showcasing Young Pappy's versatile flow and heavy-hitting lyricism. Little did Young Pappy know, his high off the song would be short-lived, as 1 week later on, May 29, 2015, his life was targeted and taken. 1:35 a.m., Young Pappy along with a friend were walking around the 4800 block of North Kenmore Avenue when a gunman walked up and started shooting. Thomas, aka Young Pappy, was hit twice in the back and rushed to Advocate, Illinois' Masonic Medical Center, where sadly he succumbed to his injuries at 3:01 a.m. According to a statement from Alderman Harry Osterman from the 48th Ward, witnesses reported seeing a black car that may have been associated with the shooting. However, investigations have been unable to track down and arrest a suspect for the murder of Young Pappy. Other persons in the area recall what it sounded like the moment the assailants wounded Young Pappy, stating that it echoed as if about 10 gunshots rang out, but there was nothing in sight when trying to pinpoint where outside the firing came from.
So you saying they shot 10 times and only hit him 2 times? Nigga don't got no type of aim, to be honest, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You need practice, bro.
With officers labeling his passing as gang-related, fears of retaliation sparked unrest in the community along with law enforcement.
Hey, Tom, as you mentioned, he was a young rapper, local rapper who glorified gun and gang life. And now he's, as you're about to hear, some people say that was inevitable, but it was the innocent bystanders who...
There's no way he just said it that way, though. He could have said it in a more better way.
Lost their lives because of the way that Young Pappy lived.
Given this, Osterman
Sound like bro hating to him.
stated that he requested additional security in the area to curb the possibility of retaliatory actions, but soon it became evident that it didn't stop the bloodshed that would soon follow. Pappy's friends and family were split between hurt and anger, some making it their duty to get revenge for Young Pappy and exacting punishment on anyone disrespecting his passing, and alleged rival gang members of Young Pappy, Clifton Fry, learned that the hard way just a few days after Young Pappy's passing.
This nigga named Shaquan? Where the hell you get Young Pappy from?
Fry learned that the hard way just a few days after Young Pappy's passing. According to reports, Fry made derogatory comments about Young Pappy after his passing when he made fun of his assassination. By June 1st, 2015, he was gunned down. The suspect was apprehended and reported to be an affiliate of Young Pappy, Jermel Dose.
That nigga wearing a suit and tie, look like.
Reports state that Dose had asked his friend to drive to the Roger Park neighborhood as an apparent getaway driver on the afternoon of June 1st, where he targeted Fry. Dose's friend, who had parked near an alley, heard 3 to 4 shots and then saw Dose jump back into the car with the gun following the shooting and demanded them to drive.
Bro, they names be really, bro. They names be really funny. Like, why is that their name? Their nicknames be the total opposite.
Drive away and asked to be dropped off near Glenwood and Pratt. Surveillance footage would capture Dosey fleeing from the crime scene after the shooting also captured the license plate of the getaway car, leading officers right to him. Fry would be declared brain dead 2 weeks after he was shot, after which he succumbed to his injuries, all due to a comment made.
Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, and I saved hundreds. With the money I saved, I started a dog walking business. I was a bit nervous at first, but then I figured
About young Pappy's passing. That's the level of respect he held within the community. That was only the beginning of the bloodshed in young.
Yo, that sweatsuit right there is tough, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Pappy's name. Even his rivals later confirmed that after young Pappy lost his life, his affiliates were ruthless in the streets, carrying out their revenge retaliations.
You know, actually losing Pappy, like once that happened, like I ain't gonna lie, after losing Pappy, motherfucker was hey, motherfucker slide those skates. I ain't gonna lie to you. Hey, that was busting.
Chill out, bro. Nigga say you was sliding on skate.
Hey, you with me? Bro, that's when after Pappy died, that's when like damn near the most people died from our block.
Speculation began swirling around about how young Pappy was shot in his own area. A friend of an affiliate, PBG Chemo, offered his thoughts on the situation, stating that it was a setup that could have been between two groups of people. The first he speculated could be responsible was Pappy's own affiliates, stating that they were around him but no one even attempted to return fire.
You recording? Yeah. On Folkestone Grade, he got backdoored. And the nigga that was out there, they ain't blow their pipe. And now he ain't down Bosworth on Folkestone Grade. And that's what I'm gonna say.
According to him, at the time, young Pappy was around people who he normally wouldn't move with, but all of his trusted friends were locked up or not available to make the move with him around the time he was outside.
He was around that he don't with, like I was locked up. He called Duddy. Spaz was somewhere else. Like D-Mac was locked up. Like all that he really know that's gonna go for him was nowhere around.
The second group of people he speculated of setting up young Pappy to meet his demise was.
That's really ridiculous. Bro, first of all, why you kicking on somebody that you don't even fuck with? That's point blank. And like, that's really point blank clear to me. Like, it ain't even gonna work like that. I ain't gonna be outside like that. It's like that. I'm gonna have to have somebody.
As, believe it or not, the police.
Folks got backdoored, point blank period. Either by the police.
It might sound far-fetched, but strangely enough, many believe this theory because young Pappy was a known troublemaker to the police and they wanted him gone. His younger brother, Sav, would relay what.
But that's not reason for him wanting him dead though. I can see in jail but
the cops allegedly told his mother after.
Cause like I didn't know. Cause like then again like this niggas like Vaughn, Troy, and a lot of Chicago niggas, I doubt they want him dead. They want him in jail probably.
Young Pappy's passing. And if it is to be true, it adds credibility to the theory that they set young Pappy up to get rid of someone who in their eyes was terrorizing the community and hurting innocent lives. According to Sav, the cops told his mother that they're glad young Pappy was shot and that they'll shoot his older brother as well.
So the police go to.
Bro, it sounds like Chicago got some racist ass cops. That's what it sounds like.
Your mother, who's grieving over the of her son, and they said, we're glad that your son got.
Yeah, and they said we're gonna kill your other son too.
To her face.
To our face.
Sav also recalls the police allegedly continuously harassing them, and even at one time picking him up and dropping him off in his rival's territory, hoping he would be shot.
They took me to like where I wasn't supposed to be at, the ops hood, and dropped me off right there. I was like, damn. They told me, get out, or we taking you to jail. Now I wasn't finna go to jail, so I got out.
The cops allegedly were tired of young Pappy endangering lives in the neighborhood. Former Roger Park Police Commander Thomas Waldera called the music.
Man, he set folks up for the Okie doke.
of young Pappy technological kerosene, fueling the gang war raging on in the streets. Their encounters have been many, with young Pappy's charges ranging from criminal trespassing, reckless conduct, theft, marijuana possession, and felony weapons possession. But the most serious of all was having 5-hour standoffs with SWAT at his residence in the 6300 block of North Lakewood Avenue in the Edgewater neighborhood, where over 25 persons were charged.
Anthony and Michelle, it was a tense 5-hour standoff, but it has come to a peaceful resolution. This was kind of a strange situation. More than 25 people who were barricaded with a gunman are now in custody being questioned.
Taking a look at his mugshots tell a tale of someone with...
No, they didn't, bro. No, bro, they did, bro, so dirty with these mugshots, bro. Did them so dirty with these mugshots.
Questioned.
Nah, this is crazy. Bro. Man, goddamn, that's just 2009. Fuck.
Taking a look at his mugshots tell a tale of someone...
How old is this nigga? Reckless conduct? 2010? How old,
with
bro?
so much potential, but lost his way leading up to the end of his life.
This nigga,
Whether it was due to his rivals, his own affiliates, or as some speculate, the police. While many see him as a troubled youth that was living a dangerous lifestyle, his mother paints a different narrative, stating that he just took on the gang persona to boost his rap career, but he was a good person. His younger brother, Tay Sav, and older brother, Boo Double, however, recall young Pappy lived the lifestyle he portrayed, so while it hurt
thought bro was T Grizzly for a minute.
Losing him, they weren't surprised, as that's what comes with the way he lived. They were close and came up in the same environment that took young Pappy's life. His older brother, Boo Double, would experience a phase of depression after young Pappy was assassinated, resulting in him becoming careless and almost losing his life after being shot 9 times.
Oh, 50, man. 50
Young Pappy was right there, the success within his hands. It was just to remove himself from the gang environment and focus on his music. Word is that he was on the verge of signing a record deal with label powerhouse Atlantic.
To my understanding, from what I heard from his manager or whatever, he was supposed to be reaching a deal with Atlantic Records.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Around the same time he got...
Sadly, his talent never got to blossom to the heights it was certainly going to reach. He leaves behind a catalog that to this day still boasts 224,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Another life lost that attributed to the history that continues to teach persons to hate and hurt each other rather than build, grow, and uplift each other. Rest in peace, young Pappy.
Yeah, bro, that shit crazy, man. That shit sad, man. RP on Pappy, man. You gotta like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification button. Y'all stay tuned for my other videos that I might drop tonight. Alright, y'all, man. We out here.